and welcome to Primetime Watchmaking in the News. And on top of this month's news, including the release date of our Watchmaking road trip program, this edition will be a bit special because on this very same day we are celebrating our 5th anniversary of the Watches TV. We indeed started our watchmaking coverage adventure on the 1st of September 2011, and yes, time really flies, and you know what? We continuously love more and more what we do. Isn't that great? Furthermore, September always marks the start of a new season, reason why you have just witnessed the evolution of our jingle and with the introduction of new types of programs coming on the Watches TV. But before getting back on this, let's quickly talk about the newsworthy info of August, and we can clearly feel that things have slowed down during this summer break, which is normal, but added to the general slowdown of the industry, well, this definitely had an impact on the number of novelties presented of the last few months. And I believe many people within the various brands are currently seriously scratching their heads in terms of what to do next and how to adapt. Again, for me, nothing dramatic, things will just need to get a bit more sound. And as some people say, well, the good old days are behind us. So welcome back to reality. This is what makes this moment precisely so interesting. If the current situation will probably mark its toll, clever and adaptive people and brand will have to make some smart moves, but I will come back in another video on my general appreciation of the conjuncture hitting the watchmaking industry. So, concerning the news of the month, let's go back to the Olympics, because a few athletes present in Rio were in a way or another supported by some watch brands. 4 rather illustrious athletes, for instance, wore Richard Mille watches, as Jamaican sprinter Johan Blake wore a special watch with Jamaican livery. Generally, we were used of seeing him with his distinctive and original tourbillon RM59-01, and here seemed to be some kind of prototype. We'll hear more about this in the near future, I'm pretty sure. We naturally saw Rafael Nadal wearing his ultralight RM27-02, and he won gold in the men's double competition. He had previously won the singles gold, but that was in Beijing in 2008. And for the first time we saw South African sprinter Wade van Niekerk, the country's flag holder, also wearing the same RM27-02, and this definitely did not prevent him of not only winning the 400-meter race, but also break a record set in 1999 by Michael Johnson. And the last athlete we saw was US golfer Bubba Watson, who wore his RM38-01 equipped with a mechanical G sensor. And when it comes to some other superstars of the games, we have to think of Blake's compatriot Usain Bolt, but also US swimmer Michael Phelps, who both set some unbelievable records in terms of overall medals won. Michael Phelps, who is an Omega ambassador, has achieved something just incredible with his overall tally of 28 medals at the Olympics, 23 of them in gold. He was seen wearing a special Seamaster Planet Ocean 600M engraved with his name. Coming back to Usain Bolt, the triple gold winner, well, he has enjoyed a long-term partnership with Hublot, and the brand came out with 2 limited editions of their Big Bang with rather flashy attire. The first model is slightly more wearable on a day-to-day basis and comes in a black ceramic case limited to 250 timepieces and harbors some Jamaican inspiration in terms of colors and with a strap with the country's flag embossed on it. But then you have an extravagant yellow-gold version matching Usain Bolt's running shoes limited to 100 pieces. Yes, quite extravagant. Both watches come with the Unico automatic flyback chronograph movement HUB 1242, and on the counter found at 9 o'clock you will find the iconic lightning bolt pose serving as one of the chronograph's hands. And now leaving the Olympics to talk about Panerai, who have just come out with 4 new models with really nice blue dials, as blue seems to be the new hot color for watches. You have 2 new Luminor 1950 models, the 3-day GMT coming in a 42mm steel case, the 10 days GMT also in a 42mm steel case, and in the Radiomir 1940 collection you will find the same distinction with the 3-day version in a 47mm steel case, and finally the Radiomir 10 days, but this time coming in a 45mm polished red gold case. Regarding those dials, they are sun-brushed, and the link with the world of water is quite evident with this deep and intense ocean blue color feel to them. MB&F have also just introduced a new member in their family of clocks done in collaboration with L'Épée, and after Melchior, here comes Balthazar. This robot clock is much larger than previous versions, standing almost at 50 centimeters, but will very shortly publish a report going much further in the details of this mechanical object, and especially we will introduce to you who is L'Épée, a very interesting story. So now let's talk a little bit about us, because it has been 5 years to the day that we started our coverage of this industry we love so much. So hip hip hurrah to us and to you. Some of you, or should I say most of you, probably didn't know us since that long, because we only started to publish on YouTube about 2.5 years ago. That was kind of my mistake. Initially, we published our reports only on our website. This is still ongoing, and I'll share some news about this in 1 minute. But I have to admit that we're delighted to have reached at least the 40,000 subscriber mark, and naturally hope to reach one day 100,000. But things takes time, and all our viewing figures have been reached totally organically. So we love it when we read comments wondering why we have so few subscribers. Well, we love it, and it annoys us at the same time, but you get the feeling. And the more you can share about us, of what we do, well, obviously, the more happy we are. And now you are going to see something totally crazy. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Over these past 5 years, we have naturally and thankfully evolved, and we sincerely take great attention to your feedback on how we can continuously improve this. So again, please don't hesitate to ask us topics or anything else you would like us to cover. We will really do our best to satisfy you. For instance, we just brought up this new series entitled The Who's Who of Watchmaking, following some demands of some of you who want to understand better which brand belonged to whom. And we were absolutely delighted to see the response we got from that. We will of course continue to produce more, and after an introduction to the Swatch group, we will bring you reports on all the other important groups, and then in the second stage, do some kind of focus on the history of all the main watch brands out there. Our contents will always be a mix between watches presentation, the competencies, the suppliers of the industry, the history, the schools, the exhibitions, the auctions and events, and so forth, but we will continue to bring you new type of contents, and naturally the watchmaking road trip is part of this. So now I can tell you when we will start airing this great adventure, and the first episode will go live on September the 15th, and then on a weekly basis every Thursday. So coming back to some numbers, since 5 years we have published more than 1,100 original video reports, and when I put it like this, it sounds almost a little bit crazy. And today there is on average 15,000 video views per day, which is of course super nice, because we know that on a global scale, watchmaking is something rather niche. Of course, we hope to see those numbers double, quadruple, but the number I like the most is what is called the retention rate. As a big majority of you are viewing our videos until the very last second of each report, and that makes us really super happy. It means that you like the way we bring you this watchmaking information, and my goal has always been that it's not because we talk about something serious, that it can't be done in an entertaining way. I quickly talked about our website, and this one will soon go through a little revolution in terms of how we present our various reports, how you will be able to interact with it, and some other added value options that will be implemented in the near future. I will keep you posted on this, but again, this also takes time. Last year we had introduced a luxury watches catalog website based on the quality images of watches we shoot for our various reports, and we will try to combine both sites on this new platform. And something new too, well, now you can benefit from captioning and subtitles on our YouTube videos, because we know that sometimes you want to see our videos, but for one reason or another, for instance, I don't know, being at work, well, having that sound on is not that great. We also briefly showed you our new house, the Watches TV house, and this one is really helping us as a new tool for what we do. We feel just great here, and this house is open, so if anyone comes to Geneva, you are more than welcome to drop by. We'll be happy to meet you in person. So a huge thank you to all of you for your kind support, and I'm not only talking about people helping us with our crowdfunding Patreon campaign, but your feedback is really precious to us, and we hope that we'll be here obviously in 5 years for some kind of serious celebration. Thanks again, thanks for your time, see you soon.